you tired of losing matches and watching your trophies go down all the time? Well, don't you worry, because in today's video I'm gonna tell you the best trick to instantly take your game to the next level. Stick around, because by the end of this video you'll be winning every match you play in Brawl Stars. So let's go. Alright, let's be real. Most players lose matches not because they're bad at aiming or don't understand their brawler. Most losses come from simple mistakes. Although there are a lot of things that we can consider, the most common one is map awareness and positioning. Now I know these are two different things, but if you think about it, they go together. If you have map awareness, you know where to position yourself on the map in order to win. If you don't, you just die all the time. Yeah, we've all been there. But what if I told you there's a way to improve your map awareness drastically with some simple tips? First things first, let's see what this thing even is. Map awareness is all about keeping track of your surroundings, where enemies and teammates are, and where the action is most likely to happen. It helps you make smarter decisions and avoid dying. This comes naturally to most players after playing for a very long time, but there is a way to perfect it even faster. Alright, let's break it down. Here are 3 tips to instantly improve your map awareness. First, you need to know what map you're playing on. And I don't mean to just take a look at a map. There are different maps and game modes in the game which allow you to play different brawlers. If you play Mortis and Heist or Edgar and Shooting Star, for example, 99% of the time you're going to lose. Simple as that. You need to know what brawlers go to what maps. So I'm gonna give you a guideline. These are the brawlers categories on the screen right now, and these are the best map descriptions for each one of them. So take a screenshot of that and read it closely. Wait, let me make a funny face on the screen so you don't get bored while reading this. Now that we understand what brawlers are good in what maps, let's go even further. Every map has hot zones. Not the mode, but for example, bushes near the center or choke points where the enemies are likely to be. You need to control these areas with your brawler. If you do, then you can control the other less important areas of the map easier. Lastly, you need to pay close attention to your enemies as much as your teammates. There are some symbols under each brawler. These symbols let you know if a brawler has gears equipped, a hypercharge, and gadgets remaining. Also, if you don't know this already, this circle underneath the brawler indicates that they have a super ready, and these 4 little thingies indicate that they have a hypercharge available. Combined, it looks like this. Why is that important though? If you know that someone has their hypercharge and super available, you know that you need to play carefully and possibly back down. If for example you're a Mortis and the Piper has the knockback gadget, the symbol will disappear when she uses all of her gadgets. So if you know this, you will be able to push her back and gain positioning. The same goes for your teammates as well. If you see that they have supers ready, for example, and they want to push up the map, be ready to do so yourself. If you don't push, the enemies will be able to defend easier. Once you got all the basics down, it's time for more advanced stuff. Here are 3 tips to instantly improve your positioning. But before that, I'm gonna reveal to you the secret formula to instantly get better in Brawl Stars. And that is to subscribe to Gbab Gaming. He gives the best tips out there. He's really handsome and funny. So what are you waiting for? Okay, let's actually talk about those tips I promised you, shall we? You need to know what game mode you're playing, because different game modes have different respawn times. For example, the respawn time in Brawl Ball is 5 seconds, but in Bounty is 3 seconds. So it's easier to push up the map in Brawl Ball when you get a kill, because you know that your opponents will be outnumbered for a longer period of time. And if you didn't know this, in Knockout, there is no respawn time. If you die one time, you're dead for the whole round. Oh, you didn't know that. Then why are you freaking dying? Okay, yeah, I got carried away. Also, for some modes like Hot Zone, pushing all together is much better. For some others, it's not necessary. You need to notice when your teammates are all down, and instead of charging into a 1v3, you should back down, preferably stay hidden and wait for backup. Being able to support your teammates and have them supporting you as well is really important. Okay, last tip for positioning. You need to know when the enemies have wasted a lot of ammo and when they are close to their super. If for example you know that they have slow reload brawlers and they already wasted 2 or even 3 of their ammo, you can easily push them back. But if you know that their super counters your brawler and they are close to getting it, you need to play carefully. Alright, now we're gonna hop into some games and guide you through all that so that you have a better understanding of what positioning and map awareness actually means. Okay guys, I'm gonna be sharing a game from my Ash Mastery push, which by the way is gonna be one of my next video, so stay tuned. So the map is Backyard Bowl, which is a fairly open map. But Gbab, you said that tanks are not good on open maps. They aren't, but they can sometimes pressure the opponents a lot. Let's see our strat here. We have a Maisie, which deals a lot of damage and has a long range, so she's good on this map. We also have a Buzz Lightyear on laser mode, which is really good in general. And lastly, we have Ash. He's not a long range brawler, but his super counter single shot sniper is really good and he can create a lot of pressure. Plus, he is good into a lot of different tanks with his new hypercharge. That's why we picked those brawlers in this map. Also, you can notice that none of us picked any low HP brawlers. That's because it's Brawl Ball, so you're gonna face a lot of tanks. You can make it work with low HP brawlers as well, but in general, having a good amount of HP helps you push up the map easier. Jumping into the game, we can see our matchups from the loading screen. They have 2 tanks and an assassin, so their plan is to push their tanks forward while the assassin sneaks up on us and kills us. It's a difficult comp to beat even though we have a lot of damage. First few seconds of the match and they all push directly at us. My teammates hit some good shots on the Frank, so I decided to stop hiding and push them. I ended up killing the Frank. Now, let me analyze what I'm thinking here. I am low on HP, but I need to push the Buzz back. There are 2 reasons why I do this. First, the Frank just died, so that gives us almost 7 seconds to score. And second, the Mortis is out of position, so we can easily take the ball and score from the left. If I hit that shot, I could have scored there, but I didn't, unfortunately. So Buzz and Mortis end up killing both my teammates. I'm in a 1v3 situation right here. Buzz is low and he's following me, so I leave the ball in a good position and kill him. Here I was so focused on the position of the ball that I forgot that Mortis went into this bush, so I use a gadget to stay alive and keep positioning, but he has super. I died there, but I know that Mortis now needs 4 shots to get his super back, so he basically wasted his super, so that's good for us. As I respawn, both my teammates die unfortunately, so I see an opportunity and get the ball away from our score. After some hits exchanged, we managed to get the ball to a good position. Now watch closely, Mortis has just died. I see that one of my teammates has landed a lot of good hits on Frank and he's now hiding behind the wall. I know that I am low on health, but if I push forward, my teammate can support me and we can both shoot Frank at the same time from 2 different directions so that he cannot hide. This is called pinching and it is very important. Buzz just respawned though and I see that he has super, so I back down knowing that if we can get him away from his goal and then we kill Frank, we can easily score. This is called a bait. It doesn't work all the time, especially against good players, but when it does, it's so cool. So he takes the bait and decides to jump away from his score. Watch what my teammates do here. Frank is low on HP, so they kill him easily, and Buzz has just respawned, so he has no bullets and his reload speed is not the fastest, so they push him and kill him as well, which leaves only Mortis to defend. So one goes for the ball, gets to it, and passes it to the other one. They know that their team won't be able to respawn in time or have the ammo to take Maisie down, so they go for it. If they didn't pay attention to the map and the kills, they wouldn't have pushed forward and they would have lost a big opportunity to get us ahead on the scoreboard. With 2 tanks and an assassin, it's hard to control the choke points of the map, which is usually in the center, because they have a lot of HP and can push us back easily. But we managed to do it and we stayed together, supporting each other to get 2 crucial kills and score. I've played over 50,000 3v3s to get to this point. It's not that I think every move that I actually make in game, it's just that it comes natural to me. You don't have to play 50,000 games to reach that point though. As long as you follow all the tips that I just shared with you, you'll be surprised with how many games you actually win. And that's it! I hope this video gave you a deeper understanding of the game and how to position yourself on the map. And if you enjoyed it, YouTube thinks that you'll enjoy this one as well. So hopefully I'll see you there.